Hello, good morning. Welcome to the Hayley and Allyson morning show here live on Backchannel. We are here every Monday to Friday, 6 till 8 a.m. My name is Hayley Ellis. This is Allyson June Smith.
Good morning.
And we're here to wake you up this morning, get you in the mood for a day, whatever it is you're doing, get involved with the show. The command you need to give to your device is the word say, followed by whatever you want to tell us. You can tell us what you've had for breakfast this morning. You can tell us where you're going the rest of the day. You can tell us your mother's maiden name and PIN code. Whatever you want to tell us, get involved. Just the word to say to your device is the word say, followed by that. How are you this morning, Ali?
I'm good this morning. It's been a little bit of chaos in the house first thing in the morning, but you know what? Chaotic mornings wake you up, right? So that's the way that I'm looking at it.
I hear you. I've got a 20-month-old daughter who decided to wake up at 2 a.m. Last night and then use my head as a trampoline. So that was fun.
See, this is the thing with a baby in the house, Hayley. You always get top trumps, which means you always win. You win no matter what. I could complain about anything, but you've got a baby in the house, so my complaints don't even match. They don't match. They don't match.
Well, it depends. Like if the ceiling fell in on your head in the middle of the night, I might lay it off there.
I appreciate that. All right. Weaken the ceiling.
Let's find out whose birthdays it is today. Exciting celebrity birthdays. It's October the 28th, which is Scorpio season. I don't know what that was. I did an impression of a Scorpio. It's a visual one. It's visual. If you're listening, don't watch. Birthdays today. It's Bill Gates' birthday.
What? And how old is he?
He's 65. But what do you get Bill Gates for his birthday? The man who has everything. What would you buy Bill Gates?
I don't think there's anything you could buy Bill Gates. I mean, I guess Bill Gates is one of those people that you look to create memories with, right? So it would be time spent with Bill. I bet you his family does not see him enough. I bet you it's time that is the gift that you give Bill Gates.
Yeah, you say that, Allyson, but if I opened on Christmas Day the present of time from my partner, I would be livid. Where is my engagement ring? Question for another show. It's Caitlyn Jenner's birthday.
Oh, look at that. Caitlyn Jenner. Look at her age. I am surprised that Caitlyn is older than Bill. I won't lie.
Yeah, Caitlyn Jenner is 71 today. Happy birthday, Caitlyn, if you're listening. Julia Roberts is... How old do you think Julia Roberts is?
Now, I'm surprised by this one. I hate to say it, I thought she was a little bit older. I know. She doesn't look it. I think it's just because she's been with me for so much of my life, right? Through so many movies that I feel like, she was a teenager when I was really young. So, but yeah, it's Julia Roberts. She looks pretty good for 53.
She is 53. The woman, I think she never ages. I think she's eternally beautiful. Frank Ocean is 33 today. Matt Smith is 38. And Joaquin Phoenix is 46 today. Happy birthday to you all. I'm sure you're listening and starting your day off the right way. Get involved if you are. The command to give to your device is the word say, followed by whatever you want to tell us. When's your birthday, by the way, Allyson?
Oh, my birthday is in February, Hayley. February 15th. I am the day after Valentine's Day.
Same day of my daughter's. There you go.
Is it really? Your daughter and I have the same birthday.
Yeah, so you can never forget to get her a present, Allyson.
I will not. When is your birthday, Hayley?
April the 11th.
Oh, April the 11th. Yeah. And that makes you a...
Aries,
an air person. I'm Aquarius, so we're opposites, but yet...
I'm stubborn. I'm opinionated. I don't think Aries has got any really good qualities, really, so I'm not going to read them out. Are you a typical your star sign?
Aquarius? I think so. I think Aquariuses are supposed to be, I think when we're empathetic, we what else do Aquariuses do? I think we're supposed to be like emotional. I don't know. Obviously, I'm nailing it right now. Yeah, with the emotions.
Also here with us this morning throughout the whole of the show is, as ever, the wonderful producer, Will. We lock him in the bedroom. Here he is. Will.
Good morning. How's it going?
We are good, Will. How are you?
I'm okay, thank you. I've been to the barbers for the first time in a month, so I feel like myself again.
It looks good.
Thank you so much.
I mean, if you're watching, if you can't see the visual here, Will has got himself a tidy new haircut.
Fresh
How much
lit.
is it? How much?
I paid 15.
Okay, so what's that in dollars? Like, Allyson, can
20?
you convert?
8. Oh no, it would be like 10. No, that, yeah, 20, about 20, 25, 20,
Oh, great.
25.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're here for the hot topics all morning, finding out how much Producer Will's hair costs.
It's the conversion rate, the exchange rate segment of the
Listen,
show.
if you want Allyson to convert her exchange rate for you, all you need to do, the word say to tell your device is the word say, followed by echo, say, Allyson, I'd like to know how many euros the
There
dollar.
are in a Canadian dollar.
That's
Yeah,
no problem.
We will find out for you. But Producer will be here all morning with us, fact checking, giving us some advice, and telling us what the youth think.
You're our youth connection. He's our youth on the street.
Yeah,
Thanks.
he'll be there going, listen, guys, no one knows that reference about It's a Wonderful Life anymore. You need to get current. So thank you, Producer Will.
Getting some more TikTok references. Thank you.
Yeah, we'll be chatting to him later. This morning, it's our first week of the show. It's Thursday, one more day left, and we've told you a little bit about ourselves, a little bit about each other. It's time to find out something more about myself and Allyson, and I want to know what your irrational fear is, Allyson. Do you have one?
An irrational fear. Okay, now see, this is when we put irrational. I think it's rational because it is one of the fears. Bear with me. Hayley, don't judge me too harshly, but my rational fear, I've always kind of had a fear of idea or existence of aliens.
So are you scared of them getting you, or?
I'm scared of them existing, period, which we're pretty sure they do. I'm scared of them existing, but I'm also just like the idea of them all of a sudden appearing. Like, people are scared of, like, I don't know, being kidnapped or robbed or, those are actual things that, like, if it happened to you, I think fight or flight, you'd know what to do. But if all of a sudden an alien appeared in front of you, I just... your brain would just be too busy going, what is it? So aliens, to me, just the idea of it freaks me out, scares me. Whenever I'm on a country road, because that's always where they are, country abandoned roads. When I drive to gigs that are out of the way, I'm always like, I hope I make it to the gig. Please let me get there. Let me get paid. Then you can take me. That's how I feel.
But you know what, though, Allyson? You say, like, if an alien appeared, like, it would freak you out. I'd rather see an alien in a country road than have to deal with a stag do after a gig. Do you know when they just appear at the end, like, as you're trying to exit the building, they appear and go, I've got a few questions for you about your set tonight. I think I'd rather deal with an alien on a country road.
Well, that's when I want to befriend the aliens so that I can be like, these ones are the ones you should suck up and take away right now. Can you take this stag party with you right now, aliens? Yeah, that's what I would like to do. Tell them which ones to take.
Yeah, it's a good plan. My irrational, well, it's not an irrational fear, but I hate, and this is quite a common one, I hate the sound of cotton wool when it's rubbed together. Oh, just the thought of it.
That squeaky, yes. It gives me the shivers.
Yeah. Little shiver. Let us know what your irrational fear is over on here on Backchannel. We are here until 8 a.m. Tell us your irrational fear. We want to know. The command to give to your device is the word say, followed by your irrational fear. Are you scared of aliens? Do you like cotton wool? Let us know this morning. Tell us what you had for breakfast. I mean, I'm sure Allyson had oatmeal as she does every single day because she is the Goldilocks of the breakfast show.
I did. I had oatmeal and blueberries again, everyone, because, I try. It's the only healthy thing I eat. Trust me, it's all downhill after that. I'm eating chips and crisps right after breakfast, everyone. That's what happens.
I think it's because when it gets colder, you just want to eat rubbish, don't you?
Yeah, and it is that time of year. It's our instinct. This is why it's instinctual to bulk up this time of year, right? Because the cold weather is coming, so we're like, ooh, better eat that bread. I know I have heating in the house, but instinctually, I need to bulk up, so I'm ready for the winter. I'm like a squirrel. I'm storing things in my cheeks. I'm just getting ready.
Yeah, I bulk up throughout the year. It's like I'm in training for a competition. I'm just going to bulk, just put it on. And then obviously Christmas comes, and you're bulking it on a little bit more.
I know. But you know what? This is what I always do. A handy little trick. Okay, this is what I do to get through Christmas, so I don't just totally bulk up all through December. I actually eat a lot in November. So I try to put my weight on in November, and then that way, no matter what, I come down in December. So I say to everyone, do a lot of your pre-eat in November, put on your 10 pounds then, and then by the end of December, trust me, you've only put on 5. Whereas, yeah, that's my plan, everyone.
That's Alyson's logic there, everybody.
Yeah.
So to appear like you've lost more weight, just put more weight on. There you go. You heard it here first. If you're listening in LA, let us know your thoughts on that, Alyson's diet plan. If you are listening around the world, let us know where you're listening to. Just the command to give device is the word say, followed by, for example, echo say, I'm listening in Los Angeles. And if you did, you'd probably turn off after that advice because they are super fit in Los Angeles, aren't they?
Oh my gosh. Well, it's all about health. Same with Vancouver and Canada. Vancouver and LA, it's like everyone's outside walking, moving, making all the right choices. But in LA, I loved it because you can just on a street corner, they have guys just cutting up fresh fruit. So you could just get a bowl of fresh fruit wherever you are. And tacos. Oh, LA, I'm so jealous of the taco trucks that you have everywhere. Some of the best tacos I've ever had in my life are on the street. Look at me. I quickly jump from fruit to tacos.
Yeah, she's straight in there to the taco talk. Yeah, I mean, because if you're in the UK, we're not the most healthiest. Like, on a street corner is chocolate on every corner. It's sort of like Willy Wonka's factory. But welcome. If you're listening, let us know where you are in the world. Thank you for joining us. Like I say, we are here every Monday to Friday. And it's Friday tomorrow and it's Halloween tomorrow. So we've got a very special show for Halloween, which I'm excited about. But coming up today for the rest of the show, we are doing the 1-star review. We're going to be reading out what people have given 1 stars to a monument. And you have to guess what the monument is. We're going to be doing our Agony Aunties section where myself and Allyson are your adorable aunties. And we will try and solve all of your problems if we can. Asterix, don't actually use the advice we give. And we're going to be doing
we are not professionals, everyone. We are not professional therapists, but we will give you our own opinions.
Yeah, please don't take it literally. We're not therapists. And we're also going to be playing a game of true or false, which we both love. You can get involved in the true or false game. The command to give to your device is the word say. We're going to be going through the news stories as well. We like to bring you the fun news stories from around the world. So we're going to be chatting about them. And it's going to be a fun show today. I can feel it in my waters. Ali, what are you up to for the rest of the day after the show is finished, by the way?
Oh, today's a busy one. So after I'm done the show this morning, then I am running off to catch a train because I am going to Wales. I'm going to lovely Cardiff for the weekend to perform at the Glee Comedy Club in Cardiff. Very exciting.
It's very exciting, isn't it? Off to Cardiff Glee. I'm off to carve a pumpkin tonight.
Oh, I'm so jealous. Are you going to roast the pumpkin seeds? Please tell me you are.
No, of course I'm not. I'm just going to put them in the bin where they belong.
Really? Oh, stop the show right now. In fact, Producer Will, get on here. Producer Will.
I don't want to. I feel like I shouldn't pick a side in this argument, but I will.
But I want you to. I want you to, because you even have a special pumpkin seed roasting recipe, don't you?
Sure. Yeah, I do. I Googled the best way to do it because the first time I did it, they came out rubbish. They weren't crunchy and nice. They were soggy and rubbish. So yeah, I've perfected the way to do it now, and it's just it's like a healthy snack.
And they are yummy, aren't they? Well, they're good. Look at Hayley is not buying. She's not buying my seed selling. She is not buying it.
It's hard enough to carve a pumpkin as it is without having to roast the seeds.
The roasting the seeds is the worst part. The worst part is picking the seeds out of the goop that you scooped out of the inside of the pumpkin. Not only do you have to scoop it out, you then have to stick your fingers in it and pick out the seeds and then make sure they're clean. And
yeah.
Is that something you're going to be spending the afternoon doing with your daughter, Hayley? Is that yes for you?
No, that's a no from me.
Okay.
I will scoop out the pumpkin, put it in the bin where it belongs, and then I'll go to the shop and buy sunflower seeds if I want to eat them. Will.
All right.
Okay, that seems fair.
Thanks, Will, for your advice. So let's look through the news stories for today. We're going to do the fun news stories. Listen, there's a lot of doom and gloom in the world at the minute, but we're going to bring to you the fun stories that are happening around the world. First of all, just a very quick story that's happening. There's going to be a new Buzz Lightyear about Buzz Lightyear. Get me teeth. There's going to be a new Buzz Lightyear cartoon. Have you heard about this, Ali?
Well, I now have heard about it. I see. Here's the thing. I watch Toy Story, but again, I don't have children, so like I don't know. Sometimes kids' movies pass me by, but I was excited to see this. Yeah, the Buzz Lightyear coming out. It's his origin story, correct?
Yeah, it is. So basically, it's not the story. It's not another Toy Story. It's going to be voiced by the Captain America himself, which is Chris Evans, and it's basically about the person that the Buzz Lightyear character is based on. So it's a real life astronaut that Buzz Lightyear is based on, obviously fictional. And yeah, it's good. So I think that's quite a fun idea for a Pixar film.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea. And thank God Chris Evans is getting to do the voice of a cartoon because Lord knows he hasn't had enough work and there isn't a voice actor out there that really could have used the work. But anyway, I'm very happy for Chris Evans. That's great. And I think it'll be really lovely to learn the origin story of Buzz Lightyear, everyone.
Look, you can never tell when a Canadian's being sarcastic, can you?
We hide it well.
You look really lovely today. The Queen, the lovely, lovely Queen of England, she's turned down the Oldie of the Year award. The Oldie of the Year award is run by Chairman Giles Brandreth and for the Oldie magazine. And our lovely monarch, she believes that she doesn't meet the criteria to accept the trophy because she says you're only as old as you feel, which I think is a very lovely thing to say.
It is. It's very lovely, right? I wonder how old she feels. How old is she now? What is she, 95?
Yeah, she's in her 90s.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wonder how old
I mean, I feel very old at the minute. Like I have to sleep with a back pillow. So, I feel older than I look at the minute. But that's just me. How old do you feel, Allyson June Smith?
I think I'm perpetually stuck in what was my favorite year. You know what I think my favorite year was? I loved 32. I'm going to be stuck in 32. I'm choosing 32 for the rest of my life. I loved my 32nd year on this planet, everyone. It was great.
What was so good about the 32nd year?
I don't know. I just feel like 30s, and Will, don't be angry at me for saying this, but 30s is when like all of your expertise starts to come together. So 20s, you're like living, you're figuring out things, you're like, this is my passion. And then 30 hits, and it's like magically your brain just kind of clicks a bit. And then I think 2 years after that, I was just like, woo, I knew what I wanted to do. I had an idea of what was going on. I mean, don't get me wrong, that changed within a year. But 32, I just felt like I've got it together. 32 was a great year. So I'm living in 32 forever, everyone.
If you could stick to a year for the rest of your life, let us know what that would be. The command to say to your device is the word say, followed by whatever year you'd like to stick at. I agree with you, Allyson. I think the older you get, the more knowledgeable you get. I'm just saying that because obviously we're all aging and I've got to look at a positive. Have you got a news story for us, Ali?
I do. So, Sisu, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. If I am not, I apologize to the polar bear. Sisu, the polar bear, gets a root canal to fix a very painful broken tooth. So good job on these zookeepers because they noticed that the polar bear was having trouble eating, things were going down, and sometimes you don't necessarily notice a bad tooth in animals, but they noticed and they pulled in the dentist who put him to sleep and dug out, I forget how big the tooth was, but it was massive, and they had to drill through the tooth and fill it. But now Sisu the polar bear is fine. It's fine to eat licorice again. So Sisu's back on the...
Do you reckon polar bears go through this same sort of dental experience that we do, where they have to sort of sit in a waiting room, sort of waiting, and then they get a little sticker at the end of it for being good?
Maybe.
Do you reckon for the rest of the day, Sissy was sort of going around going...
Exactly. I can't feel my, I bit my tongue. That's what Sissy was saying all day long. Yeah, but I think it was how lovely is that? I mean, poor Sissy, if Sissy was in the wild, that tooth could be the end. Because here's the thing, sometimes a tooth infection can lead to a lot of problems, and that is even beyond animals. I had a boyfriend once who had a bad tooth, a dodgy tooth, as they would say here in the UK, bad tooth, and he left it, and it got infected, and he got real sick. So take care of your teeth, everyone. Brush those teeth. Also, flossing is the key. A dentist once told me if everyone flossed as regular as they should, dentists would be out of a job.
A lovely uplifting story from Allyson there. Her boyfriend got very, very sick from a bad tooth. Good morning. Hope you're enjoying your breakfast. Hope we are lifting your spirits this morning. Telling the story of Sissy the polar bear who's had a root canal. I mean, it's a lovely story, but I'm quite annoyed that Sissy's had a dental appointment before myself.
I know. That polar bear is getting better work done than we have had, Hayley. That's the thing.
Exactly that. I've got another story for you, Ali.
Yeah.
So in Hong Kong now, they're just sort of catering to the people who can't sleep by putting on a double-decker bus ride to appeal to people who are easily lulled asleep by long rides. So if you're the type of person that falls asleep on public transport and you're struggling to sleep over night time, this is the bus for you, Allyson. It's in Hong Kong. It's a 47-mile, 5-hour ride specifically for people who are struggling to sleep.
Wow. And don't they, I love this, when they said when people first get on the bus, don't they give them a little care package, and it has like eye covers and like earplugs so they can really like hunker down. Some people brought slippers and their own like sleeping pillows, and I was like, wow, this is,
I mean,
I
like the idea of it, but I'm not a person who can fall asleep on public transport no matter how tired I am.
No, I'm afraid of danger. Instinctively, I'm like, don't be vulnerable in front of a bunch of strangers on a bus. But, you know, hey, I bet you there are some people that this will put them to sleep and this will help them. And they said in Hong Kong, there's a lot of people, a lack of sleep because they're so busy. Everyone's trying to earn enough money to survive. That lack of sleep is one of the big problems in Hong Kong. So, I mean, hey, you go on that sleeping bus tour, everyone. What'd you see? I don't know. I was being abducted by aliens. I don't think I'm on that tour again. But yeah, maybe.
Do you know my biggest fear of falling asleep on public transport is now, this is a very 2021 fear, but I'm scared of people filming me and putting me on like a TikTok, or do you know when you're like yeah, catching flies, and they're gonna like film it and put me on Snapchat. Like that terrifies me. Because you see so much of that now, like on Twitter, there's always pictures of people like falling asleep on. Yeah, I don't want to be going viral I want to be going viral for doing a good job and, you know, on Backchannel or my comedy. I don't want to be going viral because I look like Homer Simpson when I'm sleeping.
Hey, anything that brought people to shows I did, if they're like, hey, we're a big fan of that sleeping lady, I'd be like, you bet, no problem. What I do is I sleep for an hour on stage.
Get your tickets now.
I'll give you a care package upon arrival to my show. I give you a little cover mask, little earplugs. Yeah.
And then one more news story. Let's see if you can guess this, Allyson, if you haven't seen this already. Rumeysa Galgi is officially declared the world's tallest woman as a 24-year-old woman, and she is based in Turkey. She's got a rare condition called Weaver syndrome that causes accelerated growth, amongst other symptoms. But how tall is she? What do you reckon? World's tallest woman. What do you think?
I'm going to guess. I mean, it obviously has to be... got to be out of the sixes. So it's got to be 7-something. It's got to be at least 7. Otherwise, because there's so many people, look at me, the sixes. If you're in the sixes, is that even tall anymore? No. So I'm going to say 7-something. What do you think? 7-something?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's very vague, but 7-something it is. It's 7 feet, 0.7 inches. So she's, yeah.
Wow.
Tall. How tall are you?
I am 5'2".
Oh, you're tiny, Allyson.
How tall are you?
I am 6'11". No, I am. I'm 5'8".
Are you 5'8"?
But if you're watching on our screen, we actually look the same size. We actually look bigger than Allyson. Just
I know. I've raised my chair up to feel like a big
poor posture, I often appear smaller. But yeah, but there you go. Those are our news stories from around the world. If you've heard of a fun news story you'd like us to cover, then do get in touch. The command to give to your device is the word "say," followed by whatever you want to let us know. Let us know where you are in the world. Let us know what you're doing. Let us know what you're eating. Let us know what's in your thoughts. Let us know anything here at Backchannel, and we can get involved. Hi, producer Will.
Hello, you tiny, tiny people. How tall do you think the world's tallest man is?
Oh,
7'5".
Taller.
I'm gonna go 8 foot
8'2".
2.
8'2" is the correct answer.
Oh my God!
He's a
8
Turkish
foot.
farmer. Sultan Gursun is what we're going to go with.
Right. Okay.
That's his name.
Yeah. And he's a farmer.
And he's a farmer from Turkey.
He can literally grab hold of the sun and bring it down to shine.
Yeah, that's why his crops are so big. Have you seen that picture of the world's tallest man and the world's shortest man stood next to each other?
I've seen that.
No.
It's
like you and producer Will next to each other, Allyson.
That's exactly.
I'm not that tall. I'm average height. My Tinder bio says that I'm 6'1", but that is a lie.
Oh. Have you ever had anyone pull you up on that when you've turned up and they've gone, "Oh right, you're not as tall as what you say"?
No, I don't think so.
Not directly. You just see them looking you up and down.
Yeah, like, he doesn't look 6'1". He looks 5'11".
Are you 5'11"? Is that what you are?
Yeah, 5'11", 6 foot. I don't get I don't measure. Like, how often do you get measures? I don't really.
So defensive, Will. Oh yeah, I mean, who even gets measured anyway?
Who even gets measured anyway? Because if you
Does it matter?
What does it matter? Average height.
Yeah. Okay, Will. Okay, no need to get defensive, but yeah, thank you for that. Will's tallest man fact. It's a little interesting one, isn't it?
Do you know what I think is interesting? Is both the tallest man and the tallest woman are from Turkey. What's going on? What's in the water in Turkey? Maybe I should plan a holiday there.
Yeah, when you'll come back and you'll be 8'2". Hey, Allyson. Lovely to see you.
I'm the tallest man. No.
Is height something that you look for in a partner?
Look, I when it comes to a partner, I am open to whatever. If someone was to say stereotypically what would have been your, in the past, yeah, normally I like a tall, lanky person. I like a lot of arm, I like a lot of leg, I like a lot of limb on a person.
You like a spider. It sounds like you want to date a spider.
I want 8 legs, 8 eyes. I want them all looking on me at all times. No, yeah. So normally, but I mean, like I said, you fall in love with what's inside of a person. So, yeah.
Lovely sentiment, Ali.
And I say that because my boyfriend is not tall.
Yeah, I didn't want to say. Listen, I fall in love, but no matter if he can reach stuff off the shelves or not, I just pick him up and he helps him.
Hey, baby.
We're going to have a little game. Are you up for a little game, Allyson June Smith?
Look, it's all I've been waiting for all morning, Hayley. Let's do this.
We're going to have a game of what celebrity am I? I mean, not me personally, because I'm not on Google, but what celebrity am I? I'm going to give you some clues to the people who are listening, and we're going to guess what celebrity I am. I'm going to give you various clues throughout the next 15 minutes or so, and see if you can guess what celebrity I am talking about. Allyson June Smith will be here to help or not help, however that may be. And,
how dare you say I'm not helpful when it comes to games, Hayley? How dare you say that?
Okay, I mean, I've played games with her, and not to help
all week long. Yeah,
all week long. Here we go. So, first clue. I don't know what that was. First clue is this celebrity has been one of People magazine's sexiest men alive.
All right, so it's a man, everyone. It's a man.
See, she's helping already by pointing out the obvious. This person's People magazine's sexiest men alive. I'm trying to think. I think David Beckham's been a sexiest man alive before.
Wasn't George Clooney? George Clooney also, I think, was the sexiest man alive, wasn't he?
Yeah, I mean, he's an attractive man. I don't get the whole George Clooney thing. But there
Me
you
neither.
go.
But again, I don't know him as a person. So,
Sure. Listen, your partner isn't listening. You can back off with the. Is he listening? Is he just like that on the door?
He's just in the other room, but he puts his headphones on when I do the show because he loves the sound of my voice, everyone. So.
He's just wincing next door.
She talks again. Yeah.
Oh, God. Okay, I'm going to give you another clue. And this one you might be able to help people with, Allyson, because this celebrity was born in Vancouver.
Oh!
On the 23rd of October, 1976, which means they are 45 years of age. But there you go. Little two clues. If you know who the celebrity is, let us know here at Backchannel on the Hayley and Allyson Morning Show. The command to give to your device is the word "say," followed by your guess. Who do you think the celebrity is? They've been one of People Magazine's sexiest men alive, and they're born in Vancouver in 23rd of October 1976, making them 45 years of age. I'm going to do another little quick clue. We've gone through their Twitter, and this is a genuine tweet of theirs. I'd walk through fire for my daughter. Well, not fire because it's dangerous, but a super humid room, but not too humid because of my hair.
I'm in love with this person. Look, so probably not your traditional sexiest, but I want to be Seth Rogen. I want to be Seth Rogen. I find Seth Rogen's humor very sexy, and I believe he is from Vancouver, but he doesn't have a daughter, so he's out of the running now, everyone. He is out of the running. So we've got a man, Vancouver, into his hair, which I don't mind, and has a daughter, 45 years old. All right. I have ideas, but I don't want to start throwing them out there before we get people listening. So if you are listening, please let us know what you might be thinking by just saying to your device say, and then give us who you think it might be. It is a Canadian. He is a man. He is sexy. He was born in Vancouver. He would not walk through fire, which again, I think is a sexy quality in a man. I think it's sexy that a man has decided to not walk through fire. I like that in a man.
Who would be your, if you had to pick two people for People Magazine, say you were on the board of People Magazine and you had to pick the sexiest man alive and the sexiest woman alive, who would you pick?
Oh gosh, that's a tricky question. I mean,
I'll tell you some of the previous winners while you have a little think about that. Here we go. It's the People Magazine sexiest man alive. So obviously Brad Pitt's been in there quite a lot.
Yeah.
Idris Elba.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
There's lots of them. So if you've got any idea, who would you pick? And you can't say your boyfriend just to kiss ass.
Just to make it out to him.
Yeah.
Gosh, I'm trying to think, who do I go a little gaga for whenever I say, oh, okay, Matthew McConaughey. I can't help it. I just find him, that voice and who he is. He's just so laid back, and sexy. Matthew McConaughey.
But imagine trying to gear him up for something, should we go shopping? He's like, hey, well, can I go shop? I can't do an impression of Matthew McConaughey, but I just feel like it needs a bit more oomph. Do you know, if you're with him, you're like, come on, let's do this. I can't imagine him being spontaneous.
Yeah, I think it would just be a real slow spontaneous is what it would be. And I like him. I think he has a calming demeanor. That's what I need in my life because I'm so worked up in my head. It'd be nice to have somebody who's like, hey, let's just, I don't know. I fell in love with him in A Time to Kill, and I can't let go of my love. So Matthew McConaughey, definitely. And then for a woman, sexiest, what's her name? I think she was in Family Matters. Sophia, is it Sophia is her name? Sophia?
I'm not too sure. That maybe producer Will can help us out there.
Sophia Vergara.
Yes, she
incredible. What a beautiful woman.
She is.
We are. Yeah. Oh, sorry. If you just tuned in, we are talking People Magazine's Sexiest People Ever Awards. I've asked Allyson who she thinks is the sexiest man and sexiest woman alive. Producer Will, what are your thoughts?
I think I'm the sexiest man alive.
Modest.
And the most modest.
And the most
modest.
Yeah. Also, somebody said that they didn't see the whole Brad Pitt thing. I think Brad Pitt would play me in the movie of my life.
I I mean, you're 20 something, Will. I mean, Brad is in his 50s now, so it's not Benjamin Button he's playing you in, is it?
No, it's not. It's a minor detail, Hayley. We don't need to worry about it.
Big detail, Will.
Old what's his face? You know, I'm not good with names.
Oh, yeah, no, good old what's his face? Sexiest
What's
man
he
alive
been in? What do we know him from?
He's the villain from the new James Bond film. His name's on the tip of my tongue. It begins with an R.
Rami Malek.
Rami Malek. I think he's quite sexy.
Yeah. If you want to let us know who you think the sexiest person in the world should be, do not feel compelled to say your partner, because that doesn't wash with us. Let us know what you really think by getting in touch here at Backchannel. By the command you need to give to your device is the word say, followed by whoever your crush is. If you're joining us, thank you very much. We can see that Steve has joined the stream from New Jersey. Hi, Steve. I hope you're well. I hope you're enjoying your morning this morning. You're currently listening to Hayley, Allyson, June Smith, and a producer Will here, letting us know who he thinks the sexiest person is in the world by just little clues, not even giving them a name. It's always lovely to work out, Will, what you're talking about.
Cryptic. I think the sexiest woman is Meryl Streep.
I mean, she's a great actress, and she does have that sort of air of aloofness.
Yeah. There you go. They're my picks.
Thank you, producer Will. If you're listening now, we are playing a game of what celebrity am I? We want you to get involved. Let us know who we are talking about. The clues so far we have given you for this celebrity are they have been one of People magazine's sexiest men alive. They were born in Vancouver. They're 45 years of age. They did a tweet which said, I'd walk through fire for my daughter. Well, not fire because it's dangerous, but a super humid room, but not too humid because of my hair. I'm going to give you another clue. This is a clue. They basically have a fear of flying stemmed from a bad skydiving experience when he was a teenager, where his first pack didn't deploy and sent him free falling through the air. That is terrifying.
That's absolutely terrifying. This is why, and if there's any skydivers listening, good on you, but I will never skydive. I will never bungee jump. I will never do any of these things that are testing the things that to me, flying on a plane I'm pushing my luck with that. So that is as far as I'm going. Wow. Have you ever done anything like that, Hayley? Do you skydive?
No, I always like the idea of doing a skydive, but then I get to the top of I get to the top of my house and I'm like, it's a bit steep, this. Yeah. Like I get to the top of my stairs and I'm like, oh, do you know what? Too high. So, you know, I like to think I'd do it, but I don't think I would. And bungee jump doesn't appeal to me because I don't want to be on a YouTube clip being sick midair. Or worse, I've seen some where it's coming out the other end on a bungee jump, so I don't want that happening to me. Apologies, I know it's very early and I'm talking about that. Good morning.
Good morning.
Do you get scared on a plane when they say, can you sit next to the fire exit, and if anything happens, you have to sort of be the one in charge of getting people out?
I do get a little nervous, but I actually always laugh whenever it's like they come around, because I haven't sat in there for, because to be honest with you, I leave it for tall people. I'm a nice person, so I never really book that seat or try to sit there. I let tall people sit there. But I always think it's funny because the people who sit there are the people who just want to like really relax and stretch out. Let's be honest. So I'm like, is it good that the most relaxed, casual, ready to sleep people are the ones manning the door if there's an emergency? Like, I've always thought that. Oh, I got that lazy guy over there who wants to stretch out. Before you fall asleep, sir, let me give you the instructions on what to do if the plane starts to go. I mean, you'll be asleep. You won't notice, but let me give you the instructions. It's terrifying. It's terrifying. What about you? Are you confident to be that person to remove the door?
No, of course I'm not. I can't even open a carton of drink, let alone open a fire exit door. Like, I'm not trained. The only time I ever trained to be like a fire warden and stuff at work is because I wanted half a day off work to do the training. I didn't actually listen to any of it. I mean, they shouldn't put me next to the fire exit door, but I just go, yeah, because, like you say, we all love a bit of room. love a bit more extra room to put my rubbish. But this celebrity has a fear of flying. They're one of People magazine's sexiest men alive. They're born in Vancouver. They're 45 years of age. But who are we talking about? The command to say to your device is the word "say," followed by your answer. Let us know if you are listening at home. A few more sort of clues, Allyson. This person failed his high school drama class.
What? As a former drama teacher, I am a little disappointed. And I'll tell you, it takes a lot of work to fail drama. That's all I'm saying. It takes effort to fail. It takes more effort to fail drama than it does to pass it.
Very good point. Yeah. So, I mean, they just must not have turned up for it. Here's another tweet that they did. My daughter is only 6 months old and already drawing. I'd hang it on the fridge, but honestly, it's absolute garbage. So they're quite funny. They're a funny celebrity. We like them. They're funny. Another little fact about them is they turned down the role of Xander on Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh.
You a Buffy fan?
I do love Buff. The original, the TV series, I loved watching Buffy. The movie, oh my God, loved Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Yeah, brilliant.
Few more clues, and then we'll reveal who it is. This celebrity, they dated or they were engaged to Alanis Morissette for 2 years before they broke up. Isn't that ironic?
Don't you think?
Do you know what? I feel for Alanis, because imagine her whole life is just full of terrible jokes about irony.
Constant irony. Yeah.
Anytime. Do you mind even her parents say, "Oh, it's so wrong with that, isn't it, Allyson?"
Yeah, but while they're sitting in her mansion, swimming in her mansion pool, I'm sure she's like, "Yeah, that's fine. You keep that joke coming, everyone. Don't forget, it's ironic."
This celebrity is famous frenemies with Hugh Jackman. Friends who are enemies.
Oh, okay.
They appeared in Sabrina the Teenage Witch in 1996.
Ah, Sabrina the Teenage Witch. That's great. Okay.
If you've just tuned in, we are trying to work out who the celebrity is via a myriad of clues. This celebrity is one of People magazine's sexiest men alive. He has a fear of flying. He was born in Vancouver. He failed his high school drama class, which Allyson assures us is very difficult to do. He was once engaged to Alanis Morissette, and he's famous frenemies with Hugh Jackman. Here's a huge clue. If you're in the UK, you'll probably get it because of this clue. He co-owns Wrexham Football Club. So that is a huge clue if you're listening. Hello, Marion. We can see you've joined the stream. Thank you for joining us this morning. You are listening to the Hayley and Allyson Breakfast Show. We are here every morning, Monday to Friday. I hope you have a lovely day, Marion. This is another clue. Right, one more clue, and I think you'll get it from this one, Ali.
I think I know it already, but yes, give me the last clue.
Okay. He's married to Blake Lively.
There we go. I mean, come on.
You know who it is?
More. No, I know who it is. If you think you know who it is before we reveal, please just let us know by staying to your device. Say device, say, and then give us the answer of the lovely, talented, sexy, amazing Canadian, whatever. Was that too much? I think I know who it is. Hayley, you obviously know who it is.
I'm not doing this blind, Allyson. But yes, I know who it is. And a few people who are listening at home know who it is as well. The answer I can reveal is Ryan Reynolds.
Woo!
It was lovely Ryan Reynolds. Well done if you got that right. Thank you to everyone who's joined us so far this morning. Like I say, we are here throughout the rest of the hour. We're going to be doing our 1-star review. We're going to be taking a famous landmark and looking at people who've reviewed that online and give it 1 star, because people do that because they have too much time to kill. We're also going to be doing our agony auntie section where myself and Allyson try and solve your problems. We're not officially trained. So, I mean, if you want, let's just say, don't put these problems too serious, because if you've got a problem with your mortgage, we're not going to solve it. Let's be honest with you. So if you be realistic, let us. If you want to hide a body, we're just going to call the authorities on you. So we're not going to give you advice for that. But get in touch. Let us know what your problems are. The command to give to your device is the word say, followed by your problem, and we will answer those later in the show. We're also going to be having a game of true or false where you can get involved and let us know what you think. We're going to be learning but laughing, Allyson. Learning but laughing.
That's the best type of learning. That's the best type of learning. We also just found out that Ryan Reynolds, one of the sexiest men alive, also one of my boyfriends. He likes both the Ryans. He likes Reynolds and Gosling. So those are his two number one boyfriends in my boyfriend's mind. He loves them.
Oh, really? Both good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like them. I never really got the Ryan Reynolds thing. Doesn't appeal to me.
Not for you. Not for you. What about Gosling? Are you into Gosling?
I'm sure he's not for me, to be honest. I'm sure I'm not for him, to be honest with you. I think I'd be terrified at the thought of if I did, But there you go. Yeah, I mean, the only one for me, celebrity-wise, I don't know. I like an Idris Elba.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. But there we go. I mean, I don't know why I've turned this into a dating show now. If you're listening...
Because Hayley's a matchmaker. Hayley's a matchmaker, everyone. She is a matchmaker extraordinaire. So
I do love to get people together, especially when it lasts. I put Allyson together with her partner, and I put another friend together with a friend of mine, and they got married. I'm not saying I always have a success rate, because a lot of them do fail, and then friends don't speak to me again. But two have worked. There you go. So we're going to be doing the 1-star review now, Allyson. I'm going to take people who've given a monument a review online, and I want you to guess what you think it is. Would you like to read the first clue, Ali?
I would like to read the first clue. So 1-star review. First clue: this place is lonely. All right, this place is lonely. That is the. Okay. That's the first clue. All right, let me give you.
I'm going to go with.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think I can get it from this place is lonely. Is it My Thoughts?
We're done. The show's over. Hayley guessed it. No, it is. No, but it's good to know that you are alone in that place. That's very interesting, Hayley. The place is lonely. Okay. Another hint. Not hint. This is a review. I must be missing something here. I just cannot see what is so fabulous about this place. I have seen better in Iceland. Some people will pay to get drenched by reacted and then pretend they have a great time. Why not just stand under a shower and gaze? Oh, okay. Well, okay. So I cannot see what's so fabulous about this place. I've seen better in Iceland. Okay. All right. Some people will pay to get drenched by blank and then pretend that they are having a great time. Why not just stand under a shower and close your eyes? Well, this reviewer sounds like a real good time. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, they sound like a fun person to go on vacation with.
So lonely, and you could get wet, apparently. You get drenched by something.
There you go. If you're listening, we are reviewing a 1-star. Well, we're not reviewing. People have left terrible reviews about a famous landmark or monument. But what is it? There are your clues so far. It's very lonely. They've compared it, saying that they've seen better in Iceland. Have you been to Iceland, Ali?
No, I had no desire to go to Iceland. I know a lot of people do like cruises to Iceland and go on big trips like that. What about you?
Yeah, so I went to Iceland, and so funny story, but not very funny for me, is we went to see the Northern Lights. Now, obviously, sometimes they don't come out, and then, it's a very long night. It's very cold in Iceland, and we get there, and it's freezing. We're off the bus, and we must have been there an hour waiting for something to happen, and nothing's happening. I said to my partner, I'm just going to have to go back on the bus. I'm too cold. I couldn't feel my hands, couldn't feel my face. I get back on the bus, and what happens? Northern Lights come out for like 2 seconds, and I missed them because I was sat on the bus.
Oh,
yeah.
Sitting there with your lonely mind, thinking to yourself.
My lonely mind. And then I got off the bus, and everyone was like, "You've just missed them. Just missed them." So there you go. One of the most things that people have on their bucket list to see before they die. I thought, you know what? I don't want to see that. I want to see the inside of a coach. And so, yeah, there you go. That happened to me
Yeah, but Hayley, you were cold. You were cold. I think that logic is, what? Oh, I saw the northern lights. Oh, I froze my fingers off. You were just surviving is what you were doing, Hayley.
I mean, yeah, but I wasn't like to the Bear Grylls point where I had to like hollow out a bear and sleep in it. I was just a little bit cold. Allyson should have worn another jumper for it, and then maybe I would have seen the northern lights. Producer Will, are you there? We want to know what the most spectacular thing you've ever seen is.
Yeah.
I was about to be jealous of your Northern Lights story because that's something that's on my bucket list.
Oh.
As well. The review said something about getting wet and lonely. And I was thinking about like the fountains of Bellagio, in Las Vegas.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And that's something that because like obviously there's a lot of people in Vegas, but it's not. I could see how it could be lonely. And then if you're stood too close to the fountains, then maybe you could get. But there's like a danger zone kind of thing. So I could see that's my current thought process. But I had a great time at the Fountains of Bellagio. I wouldn't call it lonely at all.
Do you know what? I've been the Fountains of Bellagio, and what I don't get, Will, and maybe Allyson, have you been there, Allyson?
No, but I've been to the Burj Khalifa. Is that how I say it in Dubai? So it sounds similar. Go on.
Similar, yeah. So basically, I've seen there's a lot of people proposing outside the Fountains of Bellagio, and I just don't get that because you're still on a street in Vegas where there's like people dressed as a really rubbish superhero, like Spider-Man, who's currently getting arrested by the police for like trying to sell drugs on the street, and then you're proposing, and I don't know, it just doesn't. Yeah. It's not.
At least they're getting proposed to, though, Hayley.
Okay, Will, let's move on. See you later, Producer Will. Bye. Get back in your cupboard.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh. That was good, though. That was a quickie. He comes out of that cupboard and he gets lippy.
Get back in your cupboard. He's not coming out of that cupboard again. And there'll be no supper for him tonight, to tell you that. No more supper for you, Will. What a cheap blow. Anyway, here's another clue for our 1-star review. This is a monument or a place that people have reviewed it by giving it 1 star. These are all different people's reviews, by the way. You've had 2 clues so far. Here's another clue for you. The restaurants are all bad and overpriced. I mean, you're not reviewing the monument, you're reviewing the food. The souvenir shops are full of cheap, vulgar trinkets and ugly T-shirts. Could be anywhere in the world. And the cost for everything from parking to a simple ice cream cone is way out of line and a rip-off. I don't recommend it as a destination. I won't visit there again. I don't think they'd want you back.
What were you expecting? You're going to a popular destination, any sort of tourist place. This could be any tourist place. Ice creams at any tourist, it will be $20. So just accept that. What, you thought you were going to get a deal? You're going to go to one of the best monuments, where there's loads of people and no, but I know how to get a deal. No, you will not get a deal at these places. That's hilarious to me. All right. Yeah.
I mean, vulgar trinkets and ugly T-shirts. I mean, if I went to a souvenir shop and they didn't have them, I'd be disappointed.
Yeah, you'd be like, oh, this is all quality stuff I need to purchase for my life. No, that is not.
I need a phallic-shaped magnet. That's what I come here for. Ugly T-shirts, yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I mean, I'll give you another clue because that one is very, very vague. Here's another one. We went to the Fudge Factory, which is the best place, or was the best place for candy, specifically the sour berries. So we bought the biggest container they had and filled it full of sour berries. On the label, it clearly is marked sour berries. I get in the car to enjoy my sour berries. I mean, are they getting paid per sour berries?
I think they are, yeah.
As advertised in the store, come to find out they are not sour. They are overly sweet and very gooey.
Again, nothing to do with the monument, but very upset about the candy surrounding the monument.
Yeah, I mean, I specifically wanted sour berries, so much so they mentioned it 7 times in the review. But they got sweet berries. Oh no, I mean, if anything's going to ruin your day, I mean, how privileged are you that the whole thing that ruined your day was some sour berries?
Well, this person obviously has been there for the sour berries before, right? Because the way they're like, so we went to the Fudge Factory, best place, or was it for candy, specifically the sour berries. This individual travels around tasting fine sour berried candies from around the world. And they're like, no, this is the place I go. So to have that happen, I mean, that's maybe test the candy next time. I'm sure they have testers. I'm sure you could do a tester.
It'll give you another clue because so far it's just been about food surrounding the monument. It gets boring after 5 minutes of looking at them. The boat cruise is mildly entertaining. Much ado about nothing, in my humble opinion, or maybe it's Shakespeare. Don't bother coming. Seriously. Seriously, they say. Don't bother coming. Seriously.
Seriously. Well, look, got a big, there's a big hint there. The boat cruise is mildly entertaining. So we've got a boat cruise. All right. All right. All right.
Little tip there. We're going to give you a few more cues and cues. Give you some cues as well if you want a game of pool, and we're going to give you some clues and see if you can get it. The command to give to your device is the word "say" followed by your answer. For example, echo, say. I think the answer is the Eiffel Tower. It's not, because we had that yesterday. But here we go. It gets 30 million visitors a year, so a lot of people are coming back there. So it can't be as bad as what these people are saying. It's on the border of 2 countries.
Oh, yeah. I know it. Go on, Hayley. I know what it is.
Superman and Pirates of the Caribbean have both been filmed there.
True story. True story.
And it's America's oldest state park.
If you think you might know the monument that we are speaking of here on Backchannel with Hayley and Allyson in the morning, then please just say to your device, say, and give us the monument that you think it is. We've given you a lot of good clues, I think. You know, there's a boat, you can get wet. Sour berry, don't go over there for the sour berry, though. That's all I could say. Restaurants are overpriced. Yeah, you bet. Boring after 5 minutes, as one person said. Boat cruise, 30 million visitors a year, and on the border of 2 countries. That is a very big hint. That is a very big hint, everyone. I'm very excited.
Get in touch if you know. Oh, yes, Allyson, go on.
I was going to say, on the last one, Nick Walenda, I think I said that correctly, crossed. Oh, wait, no, I can't say that. That is once we give away. I almost gave away. Oh, my goodness.
No, Allyson, back off. Listen, we're going to be doing the reveal later on. I'm sure you know what it is. If you do have your guess, do let us know. The command to give to your device is the word "say" followed by your answer, and we'll be letting you know whether you're right later in the show. Coming up in the next hour, we are going to be testing, we're going to be solving some of your personal problems in our agony aunties section. Myself and Allyson are your glamorous, very young, very, very young aunties, and we are going to be answering your problems. And we're going to be testing your trivia in true or false. Is it true or is it false? There's a 50-50 chance you're going to get it right, and you can get involved with the game. But let's solve some people's problems, Allyson, with our agony aunties section.
Oh, this is my favorite section, Hayley. I will not lie. This is my favorite section. Now, you've done such a good job of reading off. Do you want me to read off this first one? Do you want me to start off the problems today, Hayley?
Yeah. Before you do that, Allyson, and if you're watching the live feed and you can visually see us, I don't know if it's the same here, but Allyson is frozen, and it's an image of her just taking a drink, smiling, and it looks like like a Soda Stream advert or some sort of a soft drink advert at the minute, frozen on my screen. So if you can see that, I mean, we can hear you, Allyson, beautifully, but it just looks like you're doing an advert for a Pepsi or Cola or any other brand of soft drink. Read out your problem, Allyson, or not your problem, the listeners' problems, and I'll see if I can give it a go at answering it.
Okay, so first off, for problem number 1, we have Jamie from Ireland. I want to leave my job in marketing because I've got a better offer somewhere that's more in line with what I want. We're a very close-knit team, and I don't want to leave on bad terms. How can I make sure I exit gracefully and so everyone is still happy? Oh, Jamie, he's so sweet, thinking of everyone else before he makes his own life decisions. Well, that needs to stop immediately, Jamie. No, I'm kidding.
No, I think you're right, Allyson, because if that was me, I'd just waltz out of that building. I probably would leave my resignation on a bit of toilet paper and then just leave and never come back. But Jamie, you seem a delight, and I understand it. If the company have been good to him, he doesn't want to leave on bad terms. just be honest with them. Just say, listen, I've got a better offer elsewhere. I've loved my time here. And then to gracefully leave, maybe put a bit of Swan Lake music on and pirouette out the door.
I like it. I like that you went literally on that one, Hayley. I do appreciate that you were like literally a graceful exit. Whereas I would roll my ankle and fall out the door upon exiting. I think too, Jamie, maybe what you could do is why don't you throw a little going away something, a little bash for all your friends, right? Throw a little party. And then, you could share with them how much you've enjoyed working with them and how it's important that you move on so you can take the skills that you have learned working with such a talented team and share them elsewhere in the world. How about that?
Allyson knows how to play it. Have you ever quit a job, Allyson?
Yeah, I quit. I think we talked about this one time. I quit a job being a shooter girl after one shift.
Oh, yes, one shift.
Yeah, and
One
then I
shift,
also
Allyson.
one shift, Allyson. I also quit a retail job. I worked at a store called Niagara in North America. I don't know if they have it in the States. They had it in Canada, and it was a jeans clothing shop. And I was too big to fit into any of the women, so I decided after day one of the shift, I would no longer work there because I could not fit into the women's clothing.
Did you have to wear their clothing as well? Do you know, like some shops, they make you wear their clothes? Yeah. So you're just spilling out of a pair of jeans, walking around trying to like get them
I had to wear
together.
dudes. I had to put on dudes' jeans and alter them to fit. And it just was upsetting. It was upsetting to try and sell women's clothing while wearing the men's clothing. Like,
As
I
you're
was
just
like,
zipping up your fly.
yeah. So I quit those two jobs. What about you, Hayley? Have you ever quit a job?
Yeah, I've quit jobs before. Nothing ever sort of ended badly. I tell you what, I did get a final written warning once because so for gross misconduct. Now, bear with me on this. I don't think it was, but it apparently was. So I basically did a conference call. The phone lines were quiet. I worked in the call center. And the phone lines were quiet, and me and my friend did a call, and we were like, we worked out how to get 4 people on the line at the same time, and we were just talking about things that were silly, and we did that for like 2 minutes, and then they played that call back, and we were saying rude and inappropriate things in the call, just between ourselves, but yeah, that was gross misconduct, and I got a written warning for that. It wasn't my finest hour when they're playing back things that I'd said, which are too rude for a breakfast show. Mainly innuendos, though. They weren't anything, it was sort of all innuendo based. But yeah, someone took minutes for that meeting, so that was fun. But yeah, I don't think I've ever ended on a bad term. I'd love to do, though. I'd love if there was no repercussions, because obviously you have to get a reference off the people you leave, so you need to end on good terms, really. But if there was no repercussions, do you know what I do? If there was no repercussions and money was no budget, is that correct English?
Money was no barrier
limit.
Option.
Yes,
limit.
I'd hire a helicopter and I'd just hover down to the window with my resignation on a bit of paper and just hang it out, and then I'd just wish off.
See ya. It's still paper. It's still paper. I like that you do that. I wish I could cause a scene. Like, don't you wish you could do one of those, like, I'm out of here, and like flip a table. I would knock down a stack of jeans. I would forget this, rip off my clothes, throw it at someone. Oh my gosh, I'm throwing my pen around. Get real violent. I would love to have like a real quit. Like make it monumental. So like people to this day still talk about the day Allyson quit bootlegger. That's what I wish would have happened.
And then like when they're doing like TV and film where they tell everyone in the office what they think about them.
Yes. I would love that. Would that be producer Will, have you ever quit a job?
No, I haven't. I've not had that many. I've not had a lot of jobs, really.
You're a good self-employed worker. You work for yourself, which is a very smart move.
I worked in a library for a bit, putting second shelves, putting the books back on the shelves, and that was a great job. I worked in tech support for about a year, but I never had to quit. So I came close sometimes, but sometimes I have clients where I'm like, this is just not going to work out. Going to angrily quit on your own podcast. But no, I would never do that. I've never had to quit. I'm looking.
I would love to see
Oh,
you
isn't
angrily.
it great being Will? Isn't it?
All of my jobs are amazing. Everyone I work with is great.
I would love to see you angrily quit at a library. That's it. I'm out of here. Forget it. You can take these books and stack them yourself. Yeah.
Put it on your own shelves.
I'm just going to pay the 50p that I owe.
Yeah.
And then I'm out of here.
That's exactly the kind of I've shushed so many people working at the library.
Oh, Will, give us a shush. Give us a shush. Let me see your shush.
Shh.
So passive aggressive shushing from Will.
Mm-hmm. I perfected it over my time though.
Will, maybe you can stick around for this one and answer it, Allyson, because I need to go and shush someone. I'll read the problem out for you. It's from Paul from Wisconsin. Hi, Paul from Wisconsin. Being around my family is exhausting, but exhausting in capital letters. They never have anything nice to say about anything and always find something to complain about. What happened to, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all? How do I tell them it makes me not want to spend any time with them? Is that awful? What do you think, Will and Allyson?
It is exhausting to be around people who are just like really negative all the time. So I can totally see where Paul is coming from. It really takes it out of you.
It does. And I'm imagining it's affecting the whole family. I wonder if Paul, how do I tell them it makes me want to not spend time with them? You know what you could do, Paul? If you're afraid to actually say to your family, look, I feel like sometimes we get together and we focus on the negative. Maybe what you should do is when it comes to family gatherings, start planning activities. Don't just make it so we all just get together and sit and have a dinner, because if you know conversation is going to be leading to that, or maybe choose some games that are like conversation starters that can kind of like lead into something. I don't know. That's my guess.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Do you know what else worked really well? What you're grateful for. It's really hard for people to be negative when they're talking about what they're grateful for. What you're grateful for is a really good one. And then hopefully it will inspire them to be a little bit less negative and maybe have some more positive things to say, you would hope.
Yeah. Or maybe be the beacon of the positivity. Like when you're around your family, be like, oh, God, Will, I always love that you do this. Or Uncle Jim, at least you're always honest with your opinions. We always know where you're coming from. I know it's a lot of work, but I think the best way sometimes to bring positivity in is to role model it. And Will, I love that you said the gratitude list. Listen, I make a gratitude list every day. I do it. I have 3 things that I am grateful for. I just, at the end of the day, even if it's just I had a really good cup of coffee, even if that's what it was that day, I celebrate it because, like you said, it's hard to be negative when you're stuffing it full of gratitude. It's the easiest positive.
This is what I do when people I like it when people come to me with like not their problems, but you know what I mean. If somebody comes and they're feeling a bit down, a great way to like pull them up is like, oh, tell me some things that you're grateful for. Tell me one more, and then if you keep pushing them, they'll get down to some like really basic stuff, which I think is really fun.
And if you do
want to tell them that it's like exhausting and that you don't want to hang out with them, just tell them like, oh, I don't have the energy to be around it today.
Yeah,
it's not going to work out.
Yeah, or say, I've just had a real stressful week. I've got a lot of pressure going on. Blame it on. There's a bunch of other things. I don't want to talk about negative things when I'm with you guys. I want us to enjoy our time together, and so you could even fool them into thinking it's you. You've had a real rough week, so you just want to keep things light and happy, even though we know it's the family.
It's always the family.
Yeah. So Hayley, we've come up with some good ideas. What about you? How would you approach telling them that you?
Firstly, before I do approach this problem with you guys, I just need to let you know that I find it difficult to be around negative people. So I might have to end this conversation quickly. I find it very draining. Not good for my mental. You answered that in such a lovely way, both of you. I just wouldn't go around anymore. I'd stop turning up.
Hayley would just.
I'd probably tweet them. I'd block them on Twitter. I'd block them on Facebook.
You could take a note out of Jamie from Ireland's book and tell them that you've got a better offer. I'm gonna go and hang out with John's family because they're really fun and nice.
Yeah. See ya. Yeah. It's good. I like the directness, Hayley. I just wouldn't show up. They just wouldn't get me anymore.
Yeah. I mean, I know they're family and we're related, but probably go around, pick up my Christmas present, and then Go.
See ya.
See ya. But yeah, thank you, producer Will, for that.
Thank
Very
you.
kind of you.
You're wonderful. Well, that's a good one. Do you want to do another one? Should we do another one here, Hayley?
Yeah, let's do another one. Let's do another
okay.
one.
So we got lovely Hannah from Las Vegas. Not LA, Las Vegas. My husband wants to name our firstborn baby girl after his grandmother! ! It's a really old-fashioned name for a baby in this day and age. Is it rude to tell him no? It's a family tradition on his side, if it's a family tradition on his side of family. Oh, okay. Can you not make that the middle name? Will they accept that if you make the old name the middle name? I
mean,
have a middle name. Yeah.
Yeah, it depends how old. I'd be intrigued to know what the name is, because old names are currently back in fashion now. Like names, that like old ladies used to have are currently popular, aren't they? Like names like, I guess,
Bernadine, Gertrude.
Yeah, Vera. They're all coming back. They are though, aren't they? They're very
They
popular
are.
now.
No one's using Jen anymore. Everyone's like, Jen? Who names their child Jennifer? When I was growing up, Jen was like, everyone was a Jen. What was it when you were growing up? What was a name that like everywhere you went?
Kellys. A lot of Kellys.
Oh, Kelly. Yeah.
A lot of
it was Kelly.
Sarahs.
Was Kelly boy and girl? In Canada, Kelly was boy and girl.
No, mainly girl in the UK. I think there are boys, but mainly girl. But yeah, Sarah's. I'm trying to think of in school. Louise's. Lots of Louise's. Yeah, but not so much so anymore. So maybe, depending on what the name is, it might come back in fashion. Then your child will have like a. I mean, we need to know what the name is, really, don't we, Hannah? I mean, if the name is something like, I couldn't think of anything where.
Penelope. I'm trying to think like of real old name. Joan.
I mean, if you're listening and you're called Penelope and Joan, we love those names. Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm not saying that. I think the more old, I don't want to say old, but the more of a classic, historic name, I think the more original you are. So, I mean, maybe it's time to turn this around, Hannah. Maybe it's your thinking. Maybe you need to, producer Will has just sent us the name, Margaret.
Okay.
Was,
yeah. Okay. Margie. She can be called Margie.
Or Maggie. Maggie
from The Simpsons,
Yeah.
I mean, I would push for that as a middle name. I'm not going to lie. I would go for that as a middle name. Margaret Jean. That's what. What was Marilyn Monroe's name?
Oh,
Norma Jean.
Norma Jean.
There you go. Marilyn Monroe's Norma Jean. But yeah, I think. Listen, I'd like you said, Ali. I'd push for it as a middle name. And then just see if you can compromise. Maybe you could do a Margaret and Jean sort of, do you know, like when you get a celebrity couple and they merge their names together, you could make a new name, like Marjorie.
Marjorie.
You could.
Megan.
Yeah, you live in Vegas. Anything is possible. So maybe that. Or maybe you just say, listen, I'm the one that's going through the labor. I'm the one that's going through the pain. I will pick the name that I want. I have to deal with it, which is what I did. This is when you're in labour, just let him think that he's getting his way, and then when you're in labour, just really let rip because
I'm hitting the child this. Yes, I like that.
That's what I would do. Hannah. Just let it slide until you're in labour, and then they can't. When they see how much pain you're in, they cannot persist with Margaret.
No.
But there you go. Thank you. Thank you for letting us solve that problem. If you've got a problem you would like myself and Allyson to not really solve, just discuss, then let us know here at Backchannel on the Hayley and Allyson morning show. The command to give to your device is the word say, followed by your problem. Have you got any problems you'd like me to solve today, Ali?
Like personally?
Yeah, personally. Not too personal.
Personally. God, I'm trying to think one of my problems.
I've got one for you.
Okay, hit me.
So I'm not going to say when it is, but coming up in the future, myself and Allyson were both stand-up comedians. I'm going to be in a green room with 2 or 3 comedians that are quite difficult to chat to. Have you got any advice on sort of how to deal with that situation?
Yes. This is what I do. So if I know I'm going to be stuck in a green room with some comedians that, let's just say, are a lot of energy, and maybe, you know, they're not really interested in your energy. Let's put it that way. So if it's a room full of people who are mainly concerned with their energy, before I walk into that room, I try to think of a few topics that I think might be of interest to them. Topics that I could maybe kind of steer the conversation towards. I also always try to really gear conversations into not about work, not about career, not about, I do like day. You know, as cheesy as it is, I like to talk about the weather. I like to talk about things that are in the room. I always try to bring them into the moment, is what I try to do. Because if they're in the room and they're in the moment, then they can't be thinking about like their future. So that's what I try. I try to do. And then I just learn to listen really well.
Very good advice, Allyson. You're a very patient, tolerant person. But yes, thank you for that, Ali. Like I say, if you've got a problem, let us know. We are here every Monday to Friday, waking you up in the best possible way. We are at 6 till 8 a.m. We are here, Eastern Standard Time. Let us know. All you have to say to your device is open Backchannel. And if you want to get involved in the chat, the magic word to say to your device is the word say, followed by whatever you want to say. Let people know we're here. Tell all of your friends. Tell everyone you know. Go through your family tree. Let them all know, and tell us to wake up with Hayley and Allyson every morning. Contact ex-boyfriends, ex-partners. Just let them know we are here to chat to you. We're going to go back to our 1-star landmark review.
Ooh.
Yes, basically, if you've just joined us here on the show, we have been reading people's reviews who have basically given a landmark 1 star. So they've reviewed something online, they've given it 1 star, they're not happy, and we want you to guess what the famous landmark is. There was a few clues just to give you a little reminder. Someone gave it 1 star and said, "The place is lonely." I guessed it was Inside My Head.
Yeah, which I think is a pretty interesting review. The place is lonely. I mean, it's a landmark. There's tons of people there, but lonely. Go on.
Mm-hmm. Another person who gave it a 1-star review. These are multiple people, by the way. "I must be missing something here. I just cannot see what is so fabulous about blank. I have seen better in England. Some people will pay to get drenched by blank and then pretend they are having a great time. Why just stand under a shower and close your eyes? Why just not stand under a shower and close your eyes?"
All right.
Clue? Do you want to read the next clue that we had, Ali?
I would love to. The restaurant, this is all food oriented now, so I don't know if this is going to help you guys, but the restaurants are all bad and overpriced. The souvenir shops are full of cheap, vulgar trinkets and ugly t-shirts, and the cost for everything from parking to a simple ice cream cone is way out of line and a ripoff. I don't recommend it as a destination, and I won't visit there. I like really feeling the passion when I read. Okay, another hit. We went to the Fudge Factory, which was the best place, or was, for our candy, specifically the sour berries. So we bought the biggest container they had and filled it full of sour berries. On the label, it clearly marked sour berries. I get in the car to enjoy my sour berries as advertised in the store. Come to find out they are not sour. They are overly sweet and very gooey. Guess who's the sour berry now? The woman or person who bought the candy.
More like a sour grape, Allyson.
Hey.
Professional comedians, everybody. The last little clue, someone said it gets boring after 5 minutes of looking at them. The boat cruise, big clue, is mildly entertaining. Much ado about nothing, in my humble opinion. Don't bother coming. Seriously. There are all your clues. Let us know what you think the landmark is that got 1 star. The magic word to say to your device is the word say, followed by your guess. Just all you need to do is go echo, say, and whatever you think the answer is, let us know. We will be doing the reveal shortly on in the show. But first, Allyson, do you fancy a game of true or false?
I definitely want to play true or false, but this time I'm asking you the questions, Hayley, because I think we've learned this last week. Allyson's strengths are not in true or false. So we're gonna do it with you, Hayley, and we have a fantastic topic today because today is National Chocolate Day in the US of A. Not to be confused with World Chocolate Day, which is in July. Today is the United States of America's Chocolate Day. Hooray! Hayley, are you a chocolate eater?
Do you know what I'm thinking? A lot of our listeners probably haven't tuned in this morning because they're busy eating chocolate. That's what I'm thinking. If you know, I'm a huge chocolate fan. Love a bit because over the States the chocolate is very different. You can't get like fruit and nut. You can't get dairy milk chocolate, can you? It's quite difficult in the States.
Cadbury and the Cadbury chocolate here tastes different because it has more sugar in it. That is a fact.
Well, that's a first, isn't it? The UK having more sugar than the States. I would never have guessed that.
Only in the chocolate. Only in the chocolate. So, as it is National Chocolate Day in the US of A, we are going to be focusing on chocolate. True or false? If you want to play along, by all means, please just say to your device, say, and you tell us whether you think it's true or false as well. I needed a lot of help. Hayley may nail this completely, but let's give it a go. All right. True or false? Hayley, the chocolate expert. You should always keep chocolate in the fridge. What do you think? Is that true or false? Should chocolate be kept in the fridge?
Now, okay, this is my answer, but I do keep chocolate in the fridge. Don't like it when it's mushy, you know. Gets too hot, being left elsewhere gets a bit soggy. So personally, I like to bite it off in a big chunk. Like to feel the crunch. I don't know if that's the right way though. I don't know if that's just what I do or what everyone else should do. Tricky question. Do you eat chocolate from the fridge?
I am not, I'll be honest with you, I'm not a huge chocolate eater, so I don't have a lot of chocolate in the house. So I'm trying to think. Danny keeps some in the fridge, some in the cupboard. So I don't think we have a feeling either way. But I agree with what you say, Hayley. I think it is how you like your chocolate, right? So you like your chocolate. You like a challenge when it comes to your chocolate, right, Hayley?
I like to test my teeth. That's what I like to do. Do you know what? I'm going to say it's true. It should be kept in the fridge.
Okay, so Hayley's saying it's true. Well, Hayley, you are absolutely wrong. That is false. Chocolate should not be kept in the fridge. The only time chocolate should be kept in the fridge is when it has just been made to allow it to set.
Okay.
I know. So apparently you're supposed to be eating soft chocolate, Hayley. But you know, we are not here to judge. We're not here to judge. And people do things the way they. There we go. But in general,
you do you.
Chocolatiers recommend it's not kept in the fridge, but we're not judgers. All right. True or false? Number 2.
Yes.
It takes 2 to 3 years for a coca tree to produce its first seed pods. It takes 2 to 3 years for a coca tree to produce its first seed pods. If you think you have the answer, please let us know. True or false statement by saying to your device, say, the magic word is say, and then true or false. Let us know so Hayley's not on her own. But Hayley, what do you think? Does it take 2 to 3 years for a coca tree to produce its first seed pods?
I mean, that's quite a long time, really, isn't it? And there's a lot of chocolate in demand. So I'm going to say less time. Because, okay, I'm going to go less. I'm going to go false.
False. So you think it takes less time. All right. Well, Hayley, you are correct. It is false. Woo-hoo! However, not for the right reason. So your logic got you the right answer, but it takes at least 5 years for a coca tree to produce its first seed pod. 5 years.
Oh, wow. Are you still there?
I am here.
Oh, yeah, she's back. Yeah. I didn't. Wow, that's quite an impressive fact, that isn't it? 5 years.
Think of how many coca trees there must be in the world if it takes 5 years to produce seeds, and we're eating this stuff like it's going out of style. Everyone, that's amazing.
Yeah, all right. Fact.
All right. So you're one for 2. 1 out of 2 so far. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. True or false? Number 3. It takes 100 beans to make about a pound, 450 grams, of chocolate. Ooh, so true or false? It takes 100 beans to make about a pound of chocolate. Goodness.
Ooh,
I know.
that's a whole lot of beans. And the chocolate beans like coffee beans. Do you
I
reckon?
think they are. Yeah, I imagine they're about the same size. Like,
Okay, and imagine the person that has to painstakingly count them out every day.
oh
I
my
bet you Willy Wonka never
gosh.
used to do that in his factory, did he? Get the
No,
Oompa
he
Loompas
didn't.
out. Get
That's what
those
the
Oompa
Oompa
Loompas
Loompas
out.
were there for. They were
Yeah.
counting.
Counting coffee beans, chocolate beans. Okay, just read the question to me again, Ali, just to refresh my memory.
Yeah. And if you're tuning in, we are talking chocolate, true or false questions here on the Hayley and Allyson Good Morning Breakfast Show. It takes 100 beans to make about a pound of chocolate. Hayley, is that true or is that false?
I think Allyson June Smith, it's true.
Ooh, Hayley's going for true, and she would be wrong. It actually takes a whopping 4,000 cocoa beans to make a pound of chocolate. 4,000.
What?
I don't understand why chocolate isn't more expensive. By the sounds of this, it takes forever to grow the beans. It takes a lot to make a pound of chocolate. This is incredible. We're so much chocolate.
We are learning about chocolate this morning here on Backchannel. Welcome if you are. Good morning. We are learning all about the chocolate because we like to know about what we eat here at Backchannel. But yeah, that is fascinating. And you're right. I mean, it should be more expensive, but I'm not going to pay that price. So let's keep chocolate prices down. Have you got any more for me, Ellie?
I do. I got another one. True or false? True or false? Speaking of prices, chocolate costs more than gold per gram. True or false? Chocolate costs more than gold per gram.
You see, now you've said that. Now you've said it should be expensive, so I think the answer for that is true. Let me know. Let me know what you think if you're listening at home. The command to give to your device is the word "say" followed by true or false. Don't leave me hanging here, guys. I think it's true. I want to know what you think. Allyson, are you gonna?
I'm gonna let you know. So, do chocolates cost more than gold per gram? False. It's false. That's actually a vanilla bean, but chocolate is quite expensive too. But the vanilla bean, it's the vanilla bean that beats out. Yeah, incredible.
I'm not doing very well at this.
Hey, it's a hard game. True and false is hard, right? Because you get your first instinct and then you question it. What I'm happy about this morning is learning that I am not the only one who does not nail false, Hayley. That makes me feel really good so far.
Oh, well, I'm glad my failure makes you feel better, Allyson.
It
That's what I'm
does,
here
Hayley.
for. Shall we have another question? Shall we do one more before we move on to our one-star monument?
Let's do one more. Okay, let's see. True or false? I want to pick my favorite ones. Cadbury's famous Bournville bar of chocolate is named after a suburb of Bristol in England. The world's biggest producer of coca is in Brazil. Oh, no, that's two through together. So Cadbury's famous Bournville bar of chocolate is named after a suburb of Bristol in England. Is that true or false?
You know what? I'm going to go true.
True. A confident true. I like that. Although it is false. Bournville is a suburb of Birmingham, where the Cadbury...
it was sort of true. These are not fair, these questions.
I know. They both start with B, is a suburb of Birmingham where the Cadbury family set up their first factory. I did not know that. The Cadbury's very first factory set up in Birmingham.
There you go. Well, I've got a game for you, Allyson. You've tested my knowledge.
Oh, no. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, no. That's the most Canadian you've ever sounded. Oh, no. Producer Will sent me an article, which is it's the top 20 foods that Brits are put off by.
Oh.
The foods that British people are put off by.
Okay.
What do you think they are? I've got 20 foods that Brits are put off by. See if you can guess any of them, Allyson. I've got the top 20 in front of me.
Okay. Foods that Brits are put off by.
And it's before you start. It's not fruit and vegetables.
I was totally going to go, well, vegetables, obviously, in general. All right. Things that Brits are put off by. Let me think.
And listen, to make this a little bit easier, I'm going to give you one of them that's on the list, just so you have an idea of what the sort of answers are. Okay. So number 14 is soggy bread.
Okay.
So they aren't just specific foods, they're sort of foods that, you know, soggy bread. That puts us Brits off. We don't like them.
Okay. I'm going to say overcooked eggs, an over-fried egg. I'm going to do that because you guys love a fry-up. So I'm going to put a rubbery egg, overcooked egg.
And do you know what? That is a really good answer, but it's not in the top 20, Allyson.
Okay.
But yeah,
okay.
I think so. Here's Producer Will.
Producer Will. With this list. I've been looking at it. I don't like it. Allyson, you need to think, like they say, it's the list of things that Brits are put off by. Yeah. But I would like to think that anyone in the world, regardless of where you're, should be put off by the things that are on this list.
Okay.
Okay. I agree.
I think we should be thinking very literally.
So just to give you, I'll give you another little clue. At number 13 on the list, so number 14 was soggy bread. Number 13 on the list was slimy carrot sticks.
Oh, yeah, slimy carrot sticks for sure. Oh, it's so gross when you get them and they're all, okay. I was going to go with, because, you know, fish and chips. So I'm going to go with fish that, I was going to say, I don't even want to say stinky fish because you guys love mackerel and things like that here. But I'm going to say fish that is particularly, okay. Always battered fish. I'm going to say fish with bones, a lot of bony fish.
Oh, yes, you are right. Number 7 is bones in fish. There she is. She got one of them. Well done, Allyson. Yeah, one of the things that top 20 foods that puts Brits off is bones in fish. I mean, I don't eat fish myself personally, but I wouldn't like a big old bone in it, would you?
No, not even a big old bone. It's the little bones all the way through it that you can't always get out. That's what really agitates me. Okay, bony fish. All right. We're doing good here. What about, because again, I know it's the world, but particularly in the UK, what about watery or flavorless gravy?
Oh, okay. So I'm going to give you that one. It's not the right answer, but on the list was lumpy gravy.
Yeah, something's wrong with the gravy. Gravy is a big thing.
Yeah, gravy is a big British thing. Is it big in the States, gravy?
Oh, yeah, people have gravy for sure. But gravy would go with, like, you know, your Thanksgiving turkey, your Christmas meals. Whereas here, you guys have your Sunday lunch, your you know, and at least weekly, you're having a Sunday roast, you know, that requires gravy. Or you have a lot of meat pies or a lot of pies here that require gravy in them. You do a lot of bangers and mash. Bangers, by the way, is a sausage, everyone, in the North America. So they do sausage and mashed potatoes, which, of course, requires gravy. There are just a lot of dishes here that require gravy. Yeah.
Okay, we'll give you 2 more. See if you can get 2 more, then I'll give you the full rundown.
Okay. I'm going to say...
If you're just tuning in, just to recap, we are doing an article that showed the top 20 foods British people are put off by. But as producer Will said, these are people in general put off by these foods. They're not your classic foods. What are British people repulsed by if they get given it?
I'm gonna say we said soggy bread, but what about a pastry, something to do with pie pastries? Because here you eat a lot of savory pies. So I'm going to say hard, either a pie crust that is too hard or a pie crust that is too mushy. So a bad pie crust.
I can't give you this one, but I will tell you what is number 1 on the list.
Please.
The top 20 foods Brits are put off by. Number 1 is moldy bread.
Well, it's good. I think that's good that that's number 1, everyone. No one should be eating moldy bread.
Do you ever get a bit of bread and you think, just scrape that off? Have you ever done that? Have you ever scraped off?
Not with bread. I mean, okay, maybe desperate times. There have been a couple of times where, like, if I see mold on either end and I just go, well, if I go to the middle, If I go to the middle of the loaf, it'll be okay. But most times with bread, I throw it away. Cheese, however, I will cut off the mold and eat beyond the mold. Is that wrong? I do it.
Yeah, I mean, well, some cheese is moldy. I
Yeah.
think it's a huge thing. The older you get, the less you care about sell-by dates. Producer Will.
Absolutely.
I mean, yeah, moldy bread. There you go. Right, one more guess, and see if you can get one more thing that British foods that British people are put off by, but people in general, anyone would be put off by the foods that are on these lists. To be honest with you, green cheese was one of the answers. Actually, Allyson, number 9.
Hey, green cheese.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say, mushy fruit. Fruit that is past. So, like, when you pick up an apple and you're like, eh, or sometimes you buy those cut up mangoes and pineapple and you're like, no, it does not look right. Yeah, mushy fruit.
Well, you've actually hit on 2 of them, because number 2 was rotten vegetables, but number 12 was brown or bruised apples. People don't want to eat them. So yeah, well done, Alison. You did surprisingly well at that. But
Thank
they are
you.
horrendous food. What puts you off if you were served a meal, and what would be on that meal that you'd have to go, no, I can't eat that? Is there anything in particular?
Black pudding.
Oh yeah.
Black pudding is blood pudding, basically, everyone. It's pudding made out of congealed blood. And sometimes they throw it in breakfast. It's a lot of fry-up breakfast. They have it here. Sometimes they put it on hamburgers. There's a lot of burgers that are like, ooh, with black pudding. I cannot do black pudding. It's just, I can't separate from it.
Yeah, it's pretty grim. But morning, hope you're enjoying your breakfast. If you are listening to the Hayley and Allyson morning show, we are talking foods that put us off. Maybe not the best topic as you're eating your breakfast, but do let us know. Let us know what foods put you off. If you got one on your plate and you'd be like, no, I cannot eat that. The command to give to your device is the word say, followed by your answer. For me, do you know what? Well, it'd have to be if someone... So once I was served something in a cafe and they had really dirty fingernails.
Oh, dirty fingernails. It's so gross. Dirty fingernails. Yeah. Come on, everyone. Clean under your fingernails. That's where the germs are.
Yeah, I couldn't eat that. That had to go in the bin. Have you ever been in someone's house when they've offered you like a cup of tea or coffee and then the cup's been dirty and then you're like, I can't drink all of that?
Absolutely. I absolutely have. Yeah. It's a tricky thing to deal with, right? Because what are you supposed to do? Take the cup and wash it in front of them before they put a drink in it? But yeah, I'm paranoid about that. If I have people around, I'm always like, make sure. I need things to be clean. I don't want people to feel that uncomfortable feeling. Whereas I have another friend, if you go to her house, she is not offended by the fact that you will wash the glass before you drink out of it, because she is fully aware that she is filthy. She does. She just.
Can you not talk about me on air, please, Allyson? Do you know what? It was one glass 5 years ago.
This is how I'm addressing Hayley's downfalls in life. I bring it up on no, it's not Hayley, everyone. I've never been to Hayley's house. Don't let me in. But yeah, okay, yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, I think that dirty hands when you're serving food, or people who sneeze. Oh, I'll tell you what the worst is. When you're in a supermarket or something and the cashier sneezes and then they hand you your money. No. Yeah. I'll pay contactless, please.
Always. I'm so in the world of contactless. I still feel like a spaceman whenever I boop boop with my phone, with my watch or anything. Boop boop. Yeah. I love it.
Yeah, don't want to touch anything now, especially in times of a global pandemic. Don't you be sneezing. But moving on, we're gonna reveal the answer to our 1-star landmark. Throughout the show, we have been dripping you clues about a landmark that got 1-star reviews off people online. People like to moan, people like to criticize. They've been criticizing a landmark, but what landmark was it? We're going to go over the clues again. Allyson, can you remind us of some of them?
I would love to. So this place is lonely. Another review from another person. I must be missing something here. I just cannot see what's fabulous about this place. I have seen better in Iceland. Some people will pay to get drenched by blank and then pretend that they are having a great time. Why not just stand under a shower and close your eyes? Hoo-hoo, another review. The restaurants are all bad and overpriced. Souvenir shops are cheap and full of vulgar trinkets and ugly t-shirts, and the cost for everything from parking to a simple ice cream cone is way out of line. At a ripoff, they don't recommend this destination. This is our favorite favorite. They went to the fudge factory, which was by this landmark, which is the best place, or was the best place for candy, specifically the sour berries. They bought the biggest container they had, filled it full of sour berries, only to find out when they got in their car, it was sweet and gooey berries. Furious. Nothing to do with the landmark, but furious. Another review, they get bored. They were bored after 5 minutes of looking at them. The boat cruise, hint, hint, is lightly entertaining. Do about nothing, in their humble opinion. Don't bother coming. Seriously. Then a last review, a little short and underwhelming. All right, so there we go. Hayley, do you want to go over the facts? A few extra lovely facts that we have. That if these facts don't give it away, people, come on. Yeah.
Let us know what you think the answer is. The command to give to your device is the word say, followed by your answer. We've had no right answers so far in all the ones we've had through, so do keep guessing, people. We've had 30 million visitors per year. That's what this monument gets, or landmark. It gets 30 million visitors a year. It's on the border of 2 countries. Hello.
Huge hint, everyone.
Hello. Superman and Pirates of the Caribbean have both been filmed here. Ooh. And it's America's oldest state park. But what is it? What is it? Let us know. The command to say to your device is the word say, followed by your answer. Allyson, do you know what it is?
I do know what it is. And the on 2 countries is what gave it away to me, because I'm going to express my opinions in a minute about this. I know what it is. One more moment. If you want to tell us, if you have an idea what it is, please say to your device, say, and then give us the answer. We're going to give it one more second. I'm excited, though. I do know the answer. I can't hold it in anymore. The answer is...
What is it?
Niagara Falls.
Of course it is Niagara Falls. Well done, Allyson. You win absolutely nothing, but well done for getting that right. If you did get that right but kept it in, let us know next time. The command to give to your device is the word say, followed by your answer. Thanks for guessing. Those of you that did but got it wrong. Have you ever been Niagara Falls?
Of course I've been to Niagara Falls, because it is between Canada and the States. Mm-hmm. And so, in my humble opinion, we have the prettier side of the falls, if I may say so. Canada. No, and you can even ask an American. Look at what they're saying. These are all American reviews, a little short and underwhelming, obviously on the USA side. All I'm saying, go over across the border, go to Canada. You will see the bigger parts of the falls. It is larger on the Canadian side. It is very pretty. But we all cross the border to go shopping in the States. So we have the prettier falls. You have the better stores. So you are winning USA when it comes to consumerism. But yes, I've been there many times. They have a comedy club there. So I've played in Niagara Falls several times, and it is not in the falls. Could you imagine that?
Pretty hard to hear.
Yeah, exactly.
What was that? Give us a cheer if you like getting wet. Did you, producer Will has just pointed out, did you have the sour berries? Were they sour?
No, producer Will. I did not have the sour berries, but I do know the fudge. I know the fudge factory they're speaking of.
I'm obsessed with that. The greatest ever written. I'm just going to put that out there. I just imagine going to Niagara Falls. You know, one of the most beautiful places on the planet, and leaving this 70-word rant about sour berries. I just think it's sublime.
Yeah, I mean, it's sort of like going to the Eiffel Tower and just reviewing the McDonald's next to it.
Reviewing the hot dogs.
Oh, the McFlurry machine was out of action. Livid have come all this way. Yeah, I mean, people need to get a grip. But do you know what? Producer Will and Allyson, I'm glad they do leave these 1-star reviews. Otherwise, we wouldn't have half the content that we do have.
I've laughed so many times at the sour berries thing. Isn't this say sour berries so many times? It's so funny to me.
So many times. It's like they're getting paid per mention of sour berries. But if you go to Niagara Falls and you like the sour berries and think they are good, do let us know here at Backchannel. Send us some. Post us some. Let us know about the sour berries.
Should we go, Allyson? Is it worth a trip to the falls?
Yes. Honestly, Niagara Falls is beautiful. And I mean, yeah, you're going to be surrounded by, like, you know, the ridiculous. It's like Camden with waterfall there. That's what it's like. It's like Camden with Niagara with a falls there. But it is beautiful. The boat cruise is cool. You go under the falls, so you get to go under and see what it's like. And yeah, a lot of people.
So is it better than
yeah.
Somebody, one of the reviews said that you should just stand under a shower and close your eyes. Well, can I just do that instead? It sounds cheaper. I do that pretty much every day anyway.
Yeah, do that. Just imagine the falls and shove sweet berries in your mouth. And then you are experiencing, burn some money, eat some sweet berries, stand under a shower, and you have been to Niagara Falls, everyone. That is...
That's the sort of person who'd say, do you know what? Don't go to Paris. Just go up the Blackpool Tower in the UK. Same thing. Like, it's not the same.
This is the thing that every time I'm reading these reviews, like I've read the Eiffel Tower, I'm like, oh, I'm not going to bother going to the Eiffel Tower. There's no point. I'm not going to go. Everybody hates because I don't read the 5-star ones. I only read the 1-star ones.
By the time we're done this, we're not going to want to go anywhere.
I'm
we're
like,
going to be like,
I'm just going to stay at home and keep all my money and eat good hot dogs and really sour berries.
Exactly. Well, don't go anywhere. We can just tell you about it. Is there anywhere you'd like to go in the world?
I really want to go see the Northern Lights.
You don't see them, Will. You just see the back of the bus. That's
okay, I'll just look at a picture.
Just Google it.
I'd also quite like to go to the rainforest.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So can I do that? Is that on the list?
I mean, once you've seen one tree, Will, you've seen them all.
You've seen them all. They're all pretty much the same on you. What about I really like a big foodie. I don't know if you picked up on that. I'm a really big foodie, so I'd love to go to Italy, see the Leaning Tower, have some real authentic Italian foods.
Yeah, well, all I'm saying is that the local supermarket does do pasta. I mean, it's pretty similar.
There's a lot of decrepit buildings in this country. If you just want to go look at one that is leaning,
buildings.
Yeah, maybe try and find a building with subsidence, and that'll be leaning. And then don't walk on the grounds, obviously, because it's unsafe. There's a lot of those holes that are, the holes that are sort of swallowing people up at the minute that are just appearing in the middle of the floor in Manchester. What are they called? Sinkholes.
Yeah, like the sinkhole. Yeah.
Yeah, dangerous. Not a tourist attraction, but something to do.
It could save somebody. And what about the pyramids of Egypt? I think you've got to go and see those, right? It's like the wonder of the world.
Yeah, but you say that, Will, but you could just close your eyes and imagine it, and probably the same thing and a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
Maybe just play in a sandpit.
You could go see there's a building called the Pyramid in Warrington. Will you?
I've been there.
Yeah, there you go.
I've already been. I crossed it up already, and I didn't even know it. I bet the hot dogs are good though.
I imagine they are. Amazing. Right?
Okay. Well, now that my kind of hopes and dreams have thoroughly been kind of stomped on and ripped to pieces, that's great. Thanks a lot. Cool.
You're welcome.
Bye, Will.
Back to my cupboard.
And he's off. Thank you, Will. If you've joined us so far here at Backchannel, we have been finding out facts about chocolate this morning. We've been doing the 1-star landmark game. We've been basically doing the fun news stories throughout the day. We're all about fun here, about starting your morning off on the right way. Hello, Sharon. I can see that you have joined us here. I hope you're having a lovely morning, Sharon. Whatever it is you are doing, thank you for joining us. And for everyone else who's listening as well, we appreciate your support. We are here every morning. We are 6 till 8 a.m. I had to think then, Allyson, because it is still very early.
It's still 6 to 8 a.m. in our brains right now.
Although myself and Allyson are based in the UK, so it's a little bit later here, but in my mind, still early because I didn't sleep last night because I had a baby bounce on my head like it was a trampoline. So
I love that you left that pause because I had a baby and I was like, not last night, everyone.
Oh,
Hayley did not.
No.
She's back on air. I had a baby, but here I am. Good morning, everyone.
So thank you for tuning in. What have we gone over today, Allyson? Should we review what fun we've had?
Let's review what fun we've had. I'm going to the top. So far to date, we have talked about, we got to know ourselves a little bit more, which was great. I always love learning about you, Hayley. We learned that, of course I do. We all do. We learned that Pixar is going to have a new Buzz Lightyear origin story movie coming out with the voice of Chris Evans. Thank God he's got the work, right? We also learned that the Queen of England has turned down the Oldie of the Year award. Yes, somebody made that award. And the Queen says she doesn't need it because she is only as old as she feels. And that's a good thing for everyone to remember. Hayley, what else have we learned about today?
Yes, we learned that Sissy the polar bear had a root canal fixed. So it's always good to know that wild animals are getting seen at dentists before yourself. We learned that there's a bus in Hong Kong that caters to people who can't sleep, but they can sleep on long journeys. So basically it's a 47-mile ride on a double-decker bus specifically for people to sleep on. We also learned about the world's tallest woman is Rumeysa Galgi, and she is in Turkey, and she is 7 feet 0.7 inches tall. We've learned lots of things today. We've learned a lot about chocolate as well.
We did. We had tons of information about chocolate. So today we've learned about chocolate that it takes what? Chocolate does not cost more than gold per gram. We learned that. That is vanilla. We've learned that the only time chocolate should be kept in the fridge is when it's just been made to allow to cool. So we've learned that Hayley eats chocolate wrong, but nobody's judging. We've learned that it takes 5 years for a cocoa tree to produce its first seed pods. We've learned that today in the States is National Chocolate Day, which is why we are talking about it. Not World Chocolate Day. That is in July. But today is the USA's National Chocolate Day. There are 40 cocoa beans in a typical pod. Oh, we just learned that. That's a new fact I threw in.
I mean, if you're just joining us, we have been talking chocolate all morning. Where have you been? I can see that Ed from Illinois has joined and Tom from Florida. Hello, good morning. I hope you are both well and having a lovely morning. We're here until 8 a.m. Myself and Allyson June Smith, as we are every morning on Backchannel. What you need to say is open Backchannel, and here we are. Every morning, as if by magic / the internet / a good connection. The rest of the day, Ali, I need to carve a pumpkin for my daughter, and I'm just not very good. I'm not very good at arts and crafts.
Have you carved a pumpkin before? May I ask? Have you?
Yeah, badly. I mean, I can vaguely do a face.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very time consuming, isn't it? Pumpkin carving. You should be able to buy them ready carved. I know that's what I mean. I'm thinking of this as an adult, not a child, but you should be able to buy them carved already. That is my opinion. Do you pumpkin carve?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if we'll get around to it this weekend because I am away. And honestly, the sad thing is, where we live, there are no children that really trick or treat. So it's almost like the celebration is not the same. Do you have a lot of trick or treaters by you, Hayley? Do a lot of kids come around and?
Well, I'll tell you this, Allyson, and this is where we live in the UK. Someone egged our house, not on Halloween, just at a random day. It's always lovely when you're looking at CCTV to see a child smashing an egg against your wall in February. So there we go. And we have trick or treat, but they're just mainly tricks throughout the year. And the tricks that require us to call the police. But there you go.
I love the idea of you running out of your house. Hey, it's not Halloween. You come back here on August 31st and you egg my house then. Then I'll be ready for you, you pesky kids.
I'll tell you what actually happened. So we've got CCTV on our house, and my partner went out. He's like, someone smashed an egg on the wall. Who would do that? And he reviewed the CCTV, and then we couldn't stop laughing because it's like a 14-year-old boy just really gleefully smiling, smashing an egg. He was so happy. We were like, do you know what? It's made him happy. It's fine.
Let him have that egg joy. You're good people.
He looked like he was on a day out in Disney World. How happy he was to egg our house. Yeah, have you ever, when you were a child, did you pull tricks? What was your trick?
No, I was never a tricker. I was only about the treats. And I lived in a neighborhood that they gave out treats. I mean, what we used to love to do is because literally every house on our block and surrounding streets, everyone would be giving out Halloween candy, but you'd clock the houses that were giving out like full-size chocolate bars or full-size bags of chips, aka crisps in the UK. And then you'd like try to do a round. So you'd wait some time and go back again, and hopefully they wouldn't recognize your costume. Or me and my friends would like change up little bits of the costume to go back in. Because I mean, full-size chocolate bar. That house was not messing around. And some people would set up haunted houses walking up. So you would like go through a haunted house. It was incredible. When I was growing up, it was really fun. But yeah.
Yeah, fun size. Producer Will is not happy with the fun size candies. Like, yeah, well, that's all I buy is a fun size one. I'm not gonna waste a life size life size. I'm not going to waste a normal sized chocolate bar on a child. No, thank you.
No.
They must have had money where you're from. What are you over here? You get one lollipop and that's about it. Imagine producer Will. But you're of the younger age. Will, was trick or treating better when you were doing it as a child?
It was good. I went out with my sister every year for a little while. It was pretty good. We got some good hauls. You do get like the fun size ones, or some people buy like a box of, like assorted things. But the best part about trick or treating is the post. So you've done your rounds, you've got back home, you empty out your haul onto the floor, and then negotiations begin with the person that you've been. It's very important. It's very diplomatic. It could go on for hours, if not days. But I've got 3 bounties, and you've got 4 Snickers. So I'll trade you, and it's.
Yeah.
I mean, no one wants the bounties, do they? That's not a fair trade.
They're okay. They're not the worst.
But if you're listening, Bounty, I do like them. Send me some. But yes, if you get involved at home, let us know. Are you a trick or treater? What sort of tricks did you do if you were a child? And the command to give to your device is the word "say," followed by whatever you want to let us know. Let us know. Were you a trick or treater? Were you a good one, or did you do bad tricks? Did you ever do tricks, Will?
No, I was too much of a good boy there to do any tricks, any pranks.
No.
I was just going to get in trouble. I bet you were a big prankster though, weren't you, Hayley?
Not really. I mean, my friend, when we were like in primary school, she egged a house, and then the guy came out of the house and chased us round the block. So that was terrifying.
Okay.
Yeah.
We don't get. It's like in the States, it's like TPing. I was talking to you yesterday. Yeah. You go around and you like toilet paper people's houses. That's not. Don't do that. Toilet paper is expensive.
It is expensive.
Yeah. And because of Brexit over here, it's in demand as well. So don't be wasting the toilet paper.
It's like valuable. Never mind like this chocolate and gold and vanilla nonsense. It's all about price of toilet paper.
If you're listening in the US, people at the beginning of lockdown were going mad for toilet paper. They were bulk buying. It's insane in the UK. People were bulk buying panic buying toilet paper. And so all the toilet paper in all the shops in the UK was non-existent. So yeah, that was a fun time, wasn't it? When did you panic buy?
I tried not to. I tried to sensible buy.
Oh. Will, you're such an old man and such a young.
I know, I can't help it.
Oh, I like to put money aside for my pension and just.
I'm a freelancer. Nobody else is going to do it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he does.
He does. Will. Yeah, he's such a sensible. He's such a sensible young man, whereas me and Allyson just still getting by by the strings of our purse. Thank you, producer Will. Yeah, tomorrow is a Halloween-themed episode, which myself and Allyson are looking forward to, because Allyson June Smith is a big, huge horror fan. And I love Halloween. Second favourite time of the year after Christmas. I think.
Yeah, Christmas first and then Halloween. Yeah.
Actually, no. Third favourite time, because Christmas first, then my birthday. Because I'm just thinking presents wise.
Yeah. Halloween, you don't get many presents. Yeah, you're right. Birthday and Christmas.
Other than diabetes. That's what you get after you eat the gift of insulin after eating too much chocolate. Thank you for joining us today. If you have, we will be leaving you shortly. We are here every Monday to Friday. Join us for the Halloween episode tomorrow. Let us know your favourite Halloween film. What do you watch on Halloween? The command to give to your device is the word "say," followed by your answer. So, for example, Allyson would say, "Hey, Echo, say Nightmare on Elm Street."
Nightmare on Elm Street. Third one, Dream Warriors. I'm so impressed that you remember that, Hayley. That would be my absolute choice. What would be yours, Hayley? If you had to send it into Backchannel, you would say to your device, "say," and your favorite horror movie would be.
Do you know what? I really loved the new version of It. I thought it was really funny. And I mean, I don't really get scared, but I thought it was fun. I liked the fact that it was like funny, but a bit scary. And all the child actors in it were really, really good. Yeah, I enjoyed that a lot. But let us know what your favourite horror movie is, and maybe we'll discuss it tomorrow. The command to give to your device is the word "say" followed by your answer. I've just realised, by the way, if you're watching us on a camera, I'm on a swivel chair and I've been swiveling now for like 2 minutes. So if you're watching it, make you look slightly seasick. So I apologise for that. Producer Will, before we go, what is your favourite horror movie, Will?
Mine's going to be The Nightmare Before Christmas, because I saw it for the first time last year. And it's just at the right level for me. It's just at the right level for me.
I would say, isn't that a Christmas film, though?
No.
I'm going to put it in Halloween and Christmas. I think
you can watch it at both. It's appropriate. Yeah. You can start watching it at the start of October all the way through to the end of December. It's always going to be appropriate.
Will, but you say that, but Die Hard is a Christmas film,
of course
and you can watch that at any other time of the year. Do you agree, Allyson? Die Hard Christmas film?
I mean, yeah, it's fallen into the Christmas category, but I agree you can watch it any time of the year. Don't feel you have to, everyone, just at Christmas.
But you shouldn't not watch it just because it's Christmas.
Exactly.
You should always watch Bruce Willis. Although saying that, I did anyway. Well, I'll tell you that. I'll save this story for tomorrow. I've got a fun story about when I went to watch Bruce Willis in Broadway. He was in Misery, and I've got quite a funny story about that. So of something that happened that Bruce Willis did on stage. So tune in tomorrow, and I will tell you that Bruce Willis story. Thank you for listening. If you have done today, we appreciate your support. We are here every day, Monday to Friday. 6. Oh God, no! Is it 6 till 9? What time?
6
to what
8
year is
PM.
it? Who's in charge of the country? Good morning. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you tomorrow for our Halloween special. Bye bye, everybody.
Bye.